This is one of my favorite lower body NT loop exercises. We call this the NT Loop Zercher split squat. If you don't know what Zercher means, you don't have to. This just means this position. Normally, as trainers, we put a barbell across our elbows, and it's called the Zercher position. For my fighters, we call this a grappler split squat. So here's a couple more reps of what it looks like, and then let's talk about how to do it. And I'm using the blue NT Loop, which is the heavier one, to really make myself work here. And this exercise is no joke, let me tell you. So now, let's talk about the setup. What we're going to do is basically have the NT Loop folded in half like this. You want to make sure that you're not stepping on the label because you want to make sure it's as flat as possible. And you also don't want the label at your elbows. So what I tend to like to do is have the label off to the side of the middle so I can see it. I'm going to put the center of my foot dead in the middle of the NT Loop. So we have this setup, just like that here. Now from here, I'm going to slide my elbows through so the NT Loop goes right into the crook of my elbows. Here and here. Now notice, I'm not putting it to where the bend is, putting it in front of the bend. So it's actually on the bottom of my forearms. Now from here, if I kept my arms like this, like a traditional Zercher, see how this band wants to dig across my knee? So this is why you see this. So when I pivot like this L, this gives my knee room. So I go like this. If you're a grappler, this is called gable grip, no thumbs. Grapplers and wrestlers know what I'm talking about there. So just no thumbs like you're going to clap. Then I want to try to put this wrist on my chest. Here, and then, ooh, I'm ready to go. Really nice if you have wrist problems, you can't hold weights, tendonitis in your fingers, finger injury, wrist injury. I can work really hard here, and I'm a pretty strong guy. This is challenging the heck out of me. I don't even have to hold any weights. Now, this is what's called accommodating resistance. What does that mean? As the band tension gets heavier as it's pulled, as I stand up, it works with my strength curve because as my legs straighten, I'm gaining a mechanical advantage over the load. So I'm getting stronger as I stand because my knee's getting straighter. This accommodates that and increases the resistance to match the fact that I'm getting stronger. So it's actually more consistent tension over the range of motion than if you just used dumbbells. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying dumbbells are bad or anything like that. Those are still very effective, so are other versions of split squats and lunges. But this, in my mind, gives you the most bang for your buck because it offers that accommodating resistance. It's heavier at the top when you're stronger, when your legs are straight. Now, I was calling it a split squat, but technically, a split squat would be where I don't move that back knee. It'd be here. It's technically a reverse lunge when you do that. It's a little more dynamic. So start off with the split squat, and then progress to moving that non-weight bearing leg back and forth, which increases the balance and coordination challenge.